Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We're back on the island for another part of Island Life, part 2. As you can see from the title card, this one is called The Barn Find. And on this episode we have been tasked with finding a tractor. We've been told that there is a tractor that we can use for the farm if we can find it. And it is somewhere in an abandoned barn somewhere on the island. So with that premise to hand, we're going to dive right in. I'm just rotating the camera around. You will see a new addition. Something that does break the rules a little bit of our limit on horsepower. But those of you who know me and are familiar with my previous farming sim videos, not that there's been many, but those of you who know, and those of you who know me, know that my favourite tractor is the New Holland T7 300, and that I use it in all of my farming sim playthroughs. And so, we have requested that our personal T7 300 New Holland tractor be delivered by boat to the island. And it has arrived, ready for this video. So we're going to jump in. We're going to drive it to the farm. And then what we'll do is we'll jump in perhaps either the truck or the Unimog. And we'll drive around the island and see if we can find the barn find. Let's head over to the farm. Off camera, like I said, there has been some work done to the farm. We fed the chickens. We sorted out the greenhouse. That is now working. The distributor that we placed behind in the last video is now distributing water and various other products to the greenhouse to provide crops. And so that is now working as intended. We'll drive up here to the farm. We've put a gate down. We started to place fences. As you can see, that has cost us quite a bit of money, the work that we put in. We bought a couple of tractors. We've done a little bit of work here and there, but it has cost us some money. I have put some subsidy signs down just to bring our money. The government, they've woken up to the fact that we are setting up this nature reserve conservation area. So they have started to put some signs down, and they will provide us with some money. If the money gets a bit too silly, we will remove the signs and take that all away again. But the point is that we're trying to do this with as minimal input from modded money, the subsidies, as possible. But we are struggling a little bit, so we're just, for a time, going to run those subsidies and see how we go. And then we'll go from there. Right, so this is the greenhouse as we saw before. As you can see, there is a mushroom greenhouse behind now as well. We've tarted the area up. We've put some fences down. We've just made it look a bit pretty. That opens outwards, which is a bit of a problem, but not a big one, not a big problem. As you can see, the crops are now growing. As you can see there on the right hand side, everything is running. So we've got the chili peppers, straw, manure, water, wood chips. That's all going of the various varieties. I thought, why not just have it all running? So that is running there. So that will produce the crops. As we said in the last video, let's open the doors there. As we said in the last video, what's happening is that as the crops get produced, they spawn, and hopefully it doesn't become too confused. They will spawn in this platform and then go up to there. But we'll see how we get on with the spawning of the fruit and veg. If we're running too many, then it gets confused. We'll have to figure that out. Let's jump over this fence here, like so. And we'll get the mushrooms going as well. How about that? Right. Let's click this. It's going to save. We'll get both varieties going. Why we aren't distributing water out? So that should be distributing water there. Outgoing product water. It might be too early for it to actually be picking up the water, but we'll We'll come and provide some water. I'm sure we've got some water in one of our tanks around here somewhere. Let's take our New Holland, and we'll sort out our water situation for the mushrooms very quickly whilst we're on the way to the farm. Nope, that was the wrong way, wasn't it? Right. There we go. So the crops there, they're going quite well. We've got our other greenhouse in the main yard of the farm as well, don't forget. Let's have a look and see if there's any water in this. If I remember rightly, hopefully this has got water in it. No, it hasn't got water in it. Ah, right. Our water is free, so we have got our free water container mod up in the yard. We'll drive past the Unimog. We'll drive past this. We'll go and get some water. We have now cultivated or mulched the fields. They did have some weeds growing in them where we harvested them and then left them. They did have the weeds. Let's collect our water. Whilst that is filling up, we'll put these tractors back as well. I was doing some prep work just off camera before we started recording this video, so some of the tractors are not where I want them to be. Turn that one off. For some reason as well, I did dump a load of wood chip over here. We'll sort that out. I don't know if this one's got any water in the tank there. No, it hasn't. Let's disconnect that. Park our Fiat Agri. We'll park this one up next to the New Holland over here. Just like that. Hopefully, by the time we walk back over to our New Holland T7, we'll... Yep, that's still filling up with water. Right, okay. We've got some bags of food as well that we placed just in front of all of our chickens for the minute, and then we'll store them in due course. Let's have a look what we're doing. Our pigs. We could do with feeding the pigs actually. That's another thing we need to do. Just get some pig food. We have also bought from the Mercedes pack that released recently. We have brought an MB Track 1800. Like I say, this is below the 200 horsepower limit that we've set ourselves, so it does fit quite nicely onto the farm, and it has that sort of vintage look. It sort of works. And then we've got this, which is a mod. The Pickin Gag Row BR200, which is a big bag handler, sort of crane unit that you can attach to the back. If we do this, hopefully we'll be able to buy a bag of pig food. Go into our menu and buy a bag of pig feed. I don't know whether this one will be... we haven't got enough money. Okay, that is a problem. Pig food. We'll work that out. We'll work it out. I wonder... we don't need that motorbike. You know the motorbike that we've got by our warehouse, greenhouse? We don't need that. We'll sell it. Let's go through here and find it. Probably don't need that one either. Let's sell that. We'll make 3 grand, so that's, you know, it's enough to be buying our pig food, isn't it? £1,000 for a bag of pig food. Right. Then if we jump in here, I'm wondering, I've not tried it, so we'll find out together. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick up that big bag with this crane. I'll try not to take out any of the farmhouse whilst we're driving around here. Let's jump in cab. Get past our Unimog. And then what we'll do, once we've fed the pigs, is we will jump in the Unimog, or the other truck, the little international thing, and we'll go looking for this barn find. Also, we are still on the lookout for any collectibles that I've heard are on this map. I haven't found any, and I'm yet to hear from anyone who has found any or knows where they might be. Of course, I may have misheard that there are collectibles on this map. What we might do is jump into the mod hub and look at the map description and just see if that is the case. Because I could have completely made it up, of course. Let's drive down here. Our big bag is over here. We have got a bag of chicken feed that we've just left as well. We'll collect that at some point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump the exterior view. And what we can do here, we lower it, it lifts, it then sits on its own 2 wheels. And then we can move this around much like a normal crane in order to pick that up. I don't know that it's going to attach. I don't think it's going to attach that. So it won't pick that up. That's a little bit annoying. Fasten tension. Ah, there we go. We can pick it up if we do fasten tension belts. The tension belt will then wrap around the pig feed, like so, and it picks it up that way. And then we can just drive off. That's very cool. I mean, it does swing around a little bit, but that's still pretty cool. Can't deny that. Look at it swinging on the back there. How cool is that? That is a very neat mod. And obviously we can make that higher or lower, like so. Let's try not to kill our neighbours and crash into their house. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll come back and fix the wall. It's not a problem. Right. This is very cool. I mean, it's a little bit swingy. I should probably imagine, because we're giving it some beans. We're doing 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour. But I love it. The attention to detail on some of these mods that we've been getting lately is incredible. Really good work from those in the modding community. I could never figure out how to do any mods myself, but this is why I admire the mods that modders are making. And like I say, this map, the Stone Farms pack, this trailer thing attachment that we've got on the back, they are all excellent mods. So well done to you modders. If you do come across this video and you see your mod being used, well done to you. I'm very grateful for the mods for making these videos what they are. Pigs, there we go. We're going back this way, aren't we? If you're wondering why my tractor is cream and green, I just like the colour green and cream on tractors, with the exception of New Hollands, of course. I just think that, to me, that sort of screams agriculture and countryside. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just making it up. Where are we dropping this pig food? Is it inside? Let's jump out. jump over our fence. I think it might be in here. I think I have to open these doors. Yes. So you open the doors, you walk through here. These are the Envoy or Ivoy pieces, and they are a prerequisite of this map. You can download them separately, of course. There's a pig just there. I'm hoping he doesn't run off. Don't go anywhere, pig. We're going to bring you some food. I'm not sure that this tractor will go into this barn. We will see. Excellent bit of driving, the likes of which we will never see again. If you know my driving, you know that my driving is not great at times. So that's the pig food in. I feel like we probably need one more. Let's check our pig levels. How do we do this? So we got 999 litres of food in that. We go across to there. Ivory Piggery, that's what it's called. So food, base food, 50%, 499. So they can have grain, protein, root crops. So there's various things that they can have to help them. So, and they require water as well. So there we are. No manure heap nearby. What we do need to build at some point is some kind of manure heap. Where I'm going to put that with limited space, I've no idea. Maybe there's a way in which I can fit it in along the side here. Can we have a look and see if we've got any manure heaps that we can construct? So if we go to silo, and then I believe one of the mods I've downloaded is a small manure heap. What's that one? Ivory cereal. So there's various things here. Covered manure pit. Overlaps with another object. So that would be ideal if it went in there. Or even if it went in here somewhere. It's not going to do that. Overlaps with another object. That's very tricky. Where on earth am I going to put it? See that? It'd kind of be ideal if it could slot in there. Maybe if I use free mode. Or even if I put it on the corner. See, this is it. It's saying, oh, it needs a manure heap. It could go in there. It's saying overlaps. How annoying. Ah, it could go there. There we go. Look. Would that be close enough to it? What if we stick it this way around, like this? There's a rock or something right there, but let's give it a go. Right. So it has squished the rock out the way. We'll do some landscaping quickly. We'll see if we can smooth that out. Can't make that any smaller. Right, let's delete that. We'll try and smooth the land first underneath, and then we'll place it back. Let's see if we can do it that way. Like that. This is a little technique that you can use to figure out where you're placing things. It was silos, wasn't it? Silos? Yeah, it was. And then it was that small covered one, which is here somewhere. How far down was it? Where was it? Have I gone past it? Here starts half an hour of finding the correct item. Where on earth is it? Lazy Animal Feed Silo. I don't remember getting that one. A silo to distribute products for animal pens. Ah, that's kind of handy. So apparently I've downloaded lazy distribution at some point. Another mod for you. So you can just fill the distributor up there, and then it just distributes to all your animal pens, which is quite handy. Unless you want to drive around doing it like that. That's not ideal. It's not ideal. I don't know. But hopefully it will do. Right, let's see if we jump into here now, whether it was going to start distributing. There we go. So the manure is going to start distributing to that manure heap because we've got that in place. We just need protein, root crops, grain, base food, etc. So we can carry on doing the pigs. We've only got 346 pounds, so we'll be careful. But the pigs will potter on quite happily. Let's jump into this now. We'll go and find our barn find. I will drop this trailer off, and I'll come right back. I'll bring you guys right back in once we drop the trailer off. See you in a moment. Welcome back. Right. So what I did while you were away, which was just seconds for you, but a couple of minutes for me, I did go and check the map description. There are 25 hidden objects to be found on this map. So during the course of this gameplay, we will try and find them. Let's park this truck up. I did say I was going to go and do that before you went away and came back. Let's go and park this truck, or this trailer. I think we'll just pop the trailer over here on the right hand side here. So let's pop this in there, and then we'll drive our Unimog around the map. One, to give you a tour, because you haven't seen the full map yet, unless you've seen it reviewed elsewhere on another YouTuber's channel or something. So we will drive around, one, to look for hidden objects, and two, to locate this barn with an apparent barn find tractor. My terrible driving is now coming into effect. I'll pop that there. It's early morning, so we will put the lights on. Jump into the cab. Let's start by going left. We'll head back to the dock, and we'll start from the dock, I think, on our tour and hunt for our barn. Now, of course, obviously I know where it is. I put it there. But for the purposes of the story, I don't know where it is. Our character in-game does not know where the barn is. So we will go a-hunting. Let's just look at this little area here. We have a parking area here. I imagine this is some kind of sort of fisheries office, perhaps. A harbour master's office or something. Drive around there. We'll try not to crash into anything as we come back around. I didn't see any hidden objects or anything there. I don't know what the hidden objects are or what they look like. This looks like some kind of barn. Let's jump out. We'll see if we can look in here. This might just be decorative. Yeah, there's no doors that open on that. We'll have a look for any hidden objects. I don't see anything. These people, depending on the time of day, I've noticed they're different people having a chat here. I don't know what the hidden objects are. If you know what the hidden objects are and you're seeing this video, let me know. You don't necessarily have to tell me where they are, but if you know what the hidden objects look like, then drop me some hints or a description of what they look like or a screenshot of what they look like in the comments and let me know. And we will mention you in the next video. Right. So we're back at the dock. I don't expect there to be any hidden objects around here. This is another, so it said part-time rural carrier, United States Postal Service. So apparently, from what we know now, this island is somewhere off the coast of the United States or something similar. I had thought it might be just anywhere in the world, but there we are. Or maybe it's an outpost that the United States Postal Service delivers to. It could be off the coast of Scotland, for all we know. Right. Right, there's a path up here, so we're going to take this path, keeping an eye out for any hidden objects, of course. There's a carpentry here. This is our carpentry area, and we've got what looks like a biogas heating plant there. So that would be handy. Another biogas thing here. The path winds around this side. There's our biogas plant. These hills are quite steep. Oh, Unimog is struggling ever so slightly. Yeah, he's struggling. This hill is steep. It really is. We're not liking this hill at all. Come on. Speed and power, as Jeremy Clarkson likes to say. Power! Nope. Come on, power. Up the hill. Move. There we go. Right. And there's a view out across the ocean. On the left hand side. So we'll drive around here. We're now on the west side of the island. We haven't brought the left here yet. Now we have two choices. We can go here on the left, or we can take this right hand fork. Let's go up here for now and see if we can head up to the top of the island. This is not a path that is looking very friendly. There doesn't seem to be anything up here. Maybe we could put something up here, like some kind of windmill or something. Some kind of viewing point. There's the rest of the island here. We can head over that way. Let's head back down. We'll head over to that side, to that peak over there. And we'll see what we find. No barn up here. Careful now. So let's head down here and to the right. And I've lost the road. There was a path. There's a mud path and it disappeared. Anyway, we'll go off-road, which is what the Unimog is good at. And we've got a dead end here as well. Gosh. Okay. We'll turn around. We want to head over that way. Over to those peaks over there. This is looking interesting. Anyway, we're apparently going off-road in the Unimog. It's a very capable vehicle, so it should manage. Okay, there we go. Right. And we're into some woods. Okay. This was not the plan. Anyway, let's traverse around here. Like I say, we might find some hidden objects down here. We might not. So, if you're into your forestry and you're looking at this map and thinking, oh, there's not much areas for forestry. Yes, actually there is. There's quite a lot of forestry, and it seems to be Scotch pine, which is the main type of wood on this island. So you could certainly get your forestry going. And I know my good friend Todd, he's a big fan of forestry in this game. He'd have a lovely time on this map. We drive through this wood. No barn sighted yet. We are now heading north. Oh, there's a tree that. Let's work our way through this wooded area. Just like that. Lots and lots of wood for harvesting if you're into your forestry, like I say. Go around here. There's a road or some path down here. So we'll drive down here, we'll take this path and we'll head left. We'll keep going north. A vast open area for building another farm if you wanted, putting some fields down. It's got all this area that you could put a great number of fields, and we've got a beach. Look at that. How cool is that? So you've got a beach area for just, I don't know, mucking around on. We'll drive up here. Like I say, this is a bit of a tour, and we're hunting for that elusive barn where we've been told a tractor awaits us. Spin around. So you've got this whole big sort of grassland area that you could build stuff on with your own personal beach. I sound like a real estate agent. Land agent. Selling you the land. Let's get the pedal to the metal. And cruise down here. Got a road leading up here. So let's head up through this wood. Ooh, what is this? There is a barn. All on its own. There's another couple of buildings here. Interesting. An abandoned hut. A silo. Another barn of some description. A garage. And a windmill. What do we think this could be? Some kind of barn that you can put stuff in. Interesting. Yeah. So this has got a storage area of some description, this shed. I wonder what you can put in here. Interesting. Anyway, right. Shall we have a look in this garage? I think there might be something in here. Let's have a look. There we are. We have found the barn find. Funny enough, they put our name on it. Maybe I should have changed that for the purpose of the video. It is a very rusty looking John Deere 710. Let's see if we can climb aboard it. And if we can get it out of here. The engine has started, which is always a good thing. After all these years of being locked up in this tiny little shed, it has started. I'm not going to drive it all the way back to the farm. Let's go and get a trailer of some description to put it on. We'll drive it back to the farm on a trailer. How's about that? Right. Low loader. Do we have a low loader that we can attach to this? Probably that one. Probably the safest bet, isn't it? Side guards. Yeah, let's put some side guards. Can we buy this? Can we even rent it? We don't have enough money. Okay. I guess we are going to have to drive it to the farm. Okay. I forgot we didn't have much money. Right. We'll leave the Unimog there for now. Don't forget we can tab through later and collect that. We'll take this tractor on the remainder of the tour. Having found our barn find, we will continue as we look for those hidden objects as well. I haven't found any yet. I have no idea where they might be. Another big open area. Again, we've got all of this forest area as well that you can work on. You can clear this forest away and make this area much, much bigger. Lots and lots of pine trees. Forestry work. Top speed is 16 miles an hour on this tractor. I'm not sure if we'll use it for any farm work, but we have at least found a new tractor for ourselves. And once we've got a bit more money, we'll look to restore it perhaps. Restore the paintwork at least. It seems to be working order, which is a good thing. Still no sign of any hidden objects. It makes me wonder whether it says there are 25 hidden objects. It makes me wonder if the mod maker, the map maker, has forgotten to put them in. Or maybe they're very well hidden. What could the objects be? That's the question. So we're heading now round to the south. I'm assuming this road goes back round to our main farm. Of course, we've got this area up there. There's a watchtower up there. You can just see it through the trees. I'm going to try and head over there. I doubt this tractor will make it up the top there. But that is too good an opportunity to miss. What do we have here? Some kind of logging station or a mine? That is generating. What is that generating? There's stones. This is some kind of production area that's mining something. How very interesting. We don't own it, but I assume once we own the land on this plot, so once we own this plot of land, we can buy this production. That is seemingly just filling up with stones. There's a pond or something over here. Did I see that right? No, just the way the land is laid out. Okay. So no hidden objects that I see here, unless this is a hidden object. This barn, this production. So how do we get up to the watchtower? Let's drive around here. Let's see if we can head up this way. Yeah, I don't know if this tractor will make it up the hill. Probably not. Okay, so I think the watchtower is up there, isn't it? So now we're on the hill above the farm. There's another hill all the way over there. And our farm is down there, we can just see it. What I want to do is try and get up this hill, this watchtower. This looks like a way up. There's one of our fields down there, there's our farm. And that's the island. I love it. This is such a fantastic map. There's not a lot here, but what is here is so well done. Yeah, in terms of building and infrastructure, there's not a lot here. But that's okay, because you can put that, you can do that yourself. And build the island up. I think we might have to jump out on the tractor here and go up on foot. Until we approach the top of this hill. And then you can just see, the edge of the map. Unfortunate that you can see the edges of the map, the horizon there, but that's not too bad. We can deal with that. And then we have this watchtower. Can we go? We can. And then we can go even higher to see the whole of the island. Go up and up and up. We've got this sort of lagoon area here, which is very scenic. And then we've got all of these forests for those forestry fans. You will have an absolute whale of a time chopping all those down. Now we're continuing to climb. And I have no idea if there's anything up there. There's a random person up here. Hello. Hello. Are you enjoying the view? Lovely. I think I've just found a hidden object. That's what they look like. There we go. So they're little orbs. Little orbs of light. There's one there. So we get close to it, we can collect it. Local legends say that the mythical farm balls are hidden in this area. Will you be the first to collect all 25? I get it. Farm Sim 25. There are 25 of them. There we are. You found a farm ball. There are 24 more. So the hunt for the farm balls is on. Can we look in there? No, we can't. So we can't look in a telescope. But now we know what the hidden objects look like. We can be on the hunt for them as we go through this series. So we found one, 24 more to go. So it says they're in this area. Does it specifically mean the area around this watchtower? Or does it mean the area being the whole map? That's what we need to discover. But we know what they look like now. There we are. Right, we'll jump back to our tractor. Yeah, so we'll jump back to our tractor and we'll continue to do some farming. And at some point we will see if we can find the 24 remaining magic balls. I don't know that they're all in just this area. I think by referring to the area, I think it refers to the whole map. Right. Right, jump in a tractor and head down the hill. Carefully, of course. You can't easily turn around. And we'll drive back to the farm. Is there a safe way down that way? Not really. We'll take it very carefully down here. This is a bit steep. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's not go that way. Oh, the tractor is stuck. What's going on here? That's weird. I think we're just going to have to chance it. It's a bit steeper than our guy would like. Oh, down you go. Down you go. There we are. Right. Back to this path here that leads down to our main farm. And there we go, we're back. We're back at the main farm, our main yard on the right here. And we will just park this tractor up. Maybe just park it up here. There we go. So we found the barn find and we found a magic ball. And yeah, we'll need to see if we can find any more. I don't expect there to be any around this farm area. But you never know. Well done to the map maker for implementing those. Very cool. So we haven't got any crops produced yet from this greenhouse. We do have a big pile of wood chip that we need to clear. So we'll get that done at some point. Right. So our water is now full up. We'll go and collect the Unimog later. Our water is now full up. And where are we taking the water? The water was for the pigs, wasn't it? There we are. Hopefully they haven't all escaped. Oh, someone left a tractor in there. Jump out. Let's grab our Mercedes out of here. Put that there for a minute. jump in this one. And we'll transfer some water. It's not got a trigger for any dropping off of water yet. It says they need water. Didn't it say they needed water, or did I imagine this? Is there another trigger for the water? No. I was sure that the pigs needed water. So I was sure that the pigs needed water, but now I'm not so sure. Let's go across the pigs. Apparently they don't need water. Okay, so the pigs don't need water. After all of that, they don't actually need the water to be put there. Right. Why am I unable to drive out? What? There appears to be an invisible wall around that manure thing. Right. There's some kind of invisible wall there. That's weird. So we'll be getting rid of that for a minute. And we'll find somewhere else to put that. How strange. Why is it not letting me remove it? That's bizarre. Can I remove this tree? Probably not without chopping it down. Why? Right, okay. So now if I go down to the pigs again, if we go down to pigs, it's going to say manure, no manure heap nearby. But that was stopping me from driving forwards. That's very strange. So I need to put the manure heap somewhere for the pigs. I wonder. What if I put it around here behind this barn? If I put that there, is that going to be near enough? If I put it in here? There's no... I wish there was a way in which it would show its operational range. If you know what I mean. No, it is. That is picking it up. Okay. That is handy. We can put our manure bunker around there and then we'll create a path round to that in due course as well. Right. Let's just go into our greenhouse area. And here. We'll drop this water off at our distributor to then distribute to our various greenhouses. Like so. And then, well, we've just been awarded some money from the government. Our subsidies are coming through. So we've just been given £9,000 from the government, so that's good. Like I say, if it looks like the subsidies are going to dramatically ruin, in any sense, the gameplay by giving us too much money to play with too quickly, then we will remove them. There we go. So the water's been dropped off at the distributor. We'll take this water barrel back. The next thing we need to do is maybe put some seeds in the ground. We've got 2 fields at the moment that we can drop some seeds into, and then we will start by creating a few more as well. A couple more fields will help us out. Just drop this tank in there like that. It's not the cleanest. Don't do that. Let's park this New Holland up. I'm keen, although this is my favourite tractor and obviously I've allowed myself to have it, I'm keen not to use it too much. So let's park it up. The idea is obviously to use anything below 200 horsepower for the purposes of this playthrough. So we have a choice. We can take the older New Holland or the Fiat Agri, or we can take the Mercedes, which is below 200 horsepower. So if we go into the shop, I'll show you. We've specifically chosen our MB track here. This one. No, not that one. This one. No, it's not that one either. It definitely is one of these. Or is it this one? There's various ones. So it's this one. So that one is the Mercedes-Benz MB Track 1300-1800 Turbo. And that goes 125 to 180, so 20 horsepower under our limit. So we can use it. What we need to do now is we need to buy a seeder, unless we have one already. Let's have a look. This looks like it might be a seeder, as is that one. Let's have a look. I think this is probably a seeder or a planter. That does have ridge markers on it, so that's probably a seeder as well. Interesting. I have no idea. When it comes to farming equipment, I've absolutely no idea. That looks like it could be something. Anyway, we've got some options, is what I'm saying. Let's take the Fiat Agri for now. And we will get some seeds in the ground. Perhaps what we need to do is cultivate first. Do we have a cultivator? Do we have a cultivator? That is a good question. Because we mulched the soil, but what we need to do is obviously make sure we've cultivated. That's what we have. We have a John Deere cultivator somewhere. 4 meters width. Interesting. Okay. So if we have a John Deere cultivator, that's what we want to grab. Is it this one? John Deere 980, that's the one we want. So we want to grab this piece of equipment here to start cultivating the field. In fact, what we will do is we'll hook this up, and then in part 3 we will begin to create and cultivate our fields. So join me for the next part. That will be called Create and Cultivate. I will see you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye bye.